Hey guys, myself included here, and I forgot to play the video. And we're going to be talking not about BNHA right now, even though they just released a new comic and it's awesome. But in reality, we're going to be talking about another show. The best show that I basically grew up with. And it's called Steven Universe Future. Awesome. I love the show. It talks so much about mental illness and what you should be doing, and that you should talk to someone and get therapy, get help. And basically, in the Steven Universe Future, it's talking about what's really happening with when you start to grow up, when you have post-traumatic trauma, and that it literally stays with you, and how do you cope with it. And that's basically the entire plot of how Steven Universe became awesome. And so we're gonna have to talk about some theories, because this isn't just like, oh, why I love Steven Universe, because you already know why. It's awesome. It shows all of the new things that are already cool and basic, already awesome, and that they didn't even force it in, which is awesome. They added new characters, and what people tend to do when they realize that it's what happens when you try to change, and that certain people will help while certain people won't, and that you should be careful of those people. You have to remember, the best person you can ever trust is yourself. And now we're going to talk about theories, because I'm just starting to feel a bit sappy, and let's do this. Alright then. There's a theory for the final ending that Steven Universe will become his self. Like, for example, his body might have actually adapted and learned how to live without the gem inside of him, and that pink diamond might be able to come back. Like, for example, Steven Universe is basically turning pink every time he uses his powers. Before, it would just manifest by its own, but right now, he actually is turning pink, which means that it's either that his powers are growing so strong, or even worse, that Steven grew so strong that he doesn't need his mother's gem, and he can live up by his own, like be himself. It's a good theory. It shows that Steven doesn't have to be sad, and he can even talk with his mom, and he can even talk with the diamonds about it. Heck, I bet that White Diamond actually called Steven about it, and it turns out that she might, in the next video or in the next episode, she will actually call Steven about this, and trying to get him to live with them, even though they have Spinel, since he is a close relative of Rose Quartz. And the best part, and I'm not joking, Steven will get so angry that she will either come out that, oh no, she's turning into pink because she's being possessed by Steven. But then or another theory, she actually, and I'm not joking, she actually starts to remember a past. Huh? Mhm. It does make sense, like piece-wise. You get to see more about Pink Diamond and what she's done, and why White Diamond acted so rash around her, and so much more. Yeah. And to talk more about it is that when Steven, he might actually fuse, and I'm not joking, fuse with the diamonds. Because that's going to be epic. I mean, imagine, it's the biggest fusion ever. And that might be the Steven Universe monster, like the big old kaiju there. And the best part, and the Steven being corrupted isn't actually Steven being corrupted, but Steven in his most angry form yet. It's like a dream. Like, you get to see the biggest fusion of all, and it's literally the diamonds forming together into one big diamond. And Steven has a chance to live his own life, travel, and have his own, you know, normal life he's always wanted. In the last video, Mr. Universe, he discovered why his dad was like, universe. He started to feel like his own original life is not that very good, and started to realize that he hasn't gone to a hospital, he hasn't gone to school, even though he wanted him to go to college last time, And even worse, he straight up, and I'm not joking, straight up deletes his dad's picture of him wearing braces. That is terrifying. It's showing that he is starting to distance himself from his own family. That he is literally trying to leave. Escapism. It's like as if he's trying to become his own man. There's a psychology term for this, and it's called growing up. You know, growing up. Don't worry, I washed my hands before, and always wash your hands as well. And to make matters worse, is the fact that he is starting to run away. He might start to show that he's trying to go with the diamonds to show at least support, a new place, and better yet, a much more strict life than the lax kind he's been used to for so long. It is starting to get epic, and I love Steven Universe's future. Not because of the fact that it's colorful and the animation is awesome. Oh well, I actually love it for that. It's actually because it has such a good storyline. So much animations nowadays are so awesome, but then their story, likewise, is like a bunch of doo-doo with toilet paper and more toilet paper doo-doo. And it's wet. I hate wet toilet paper. And you know what? Steven Universe, BJ, BNHA, Konosuba, all does that so well, you know? Also, I had problems putting the skin, like what type of colors the skin should be, because they look kind of pink. And turns out that's also not gonna work with this one. Comment down on the below on what kind of skin color do you think we should go for. So I have to be honest, I think I need a little help with that. Anywho, let's continue. And the theory is, it might not be Steven corrupted. It might be Steven fused. And with his anger, the fusion gets changed, and all of the crystal gems and all of Homeworld might have to fight Steven and all of the diamonds combined. So they're not only just the diamonds, but they're also very dangerous. And well, I have to be honest, I feel like Rebecca's going for a long-term show, like what's happening with Adventure Time and HBO. And the scary thing is the fact that out of nowhere, Steven will get space, the one thing is chasing after so many times. And he will literally do that. And I feel like she was going to go to a planet. They're going to fight so much, and then the saddest thing will happen, and it will blow your mind. Steven will literally stay in that form in the destroyed homeworld and remain there for so long. Like, he'll start to shell himself, and anytime he'll see someone, he'll try to get them up. He'll try to destroy them. And Steven will just remain as an antagonist on a desolate land, all alone in the empty space. That is terrifying for me. Okay, that kind of just freaked me out though. But if you didn't hear it, it's like a firework thing. I don't know. It's best not to mind. My eyes hurting so much, and it will become scary. But knowing Rebecca Sugar and knowing everyone that ever existed, I'm pretty sure that sounds terrible, and so that might not be the case. And Shikaru Bookaboo, Steven's gonna go, and well, he's going to find a way. He's going to be able to cure himself with help of his family. He will be able to become his own man. And that both of those stories sound awesome, and I love them both. And these are just theories, and if they do come true, subscribe for more. If they don't come true, subscribe for the potential of another film coming that's actually a good theory, and I actually predicted it. But right now, this is my theory on Steven Universe future and why it is such an awesome show, and what Rebecca Sugar is planning to do. I know I made a big twist here that I didn't use the term for this for Steven Universe or for BNHA, especially with the whole war arc thing, and that there's something definitely going to go wrong. In the next video, of course. But right now, Steven Universe future, part of my childhood, is starting to end, and that's terrifying for me. But like I said, the change is always there, and you'll have to learn to adapt, to grow, and find something new. Remember, like Darna said, people should always help you, and you should be able to get some strength from them. But if you depend on them, and that isn't love, and that you shouldn't really depend on that. And because of that, you should always lo- hold on to yourself and balance things out. I just thought of a new theory that Steven Universe feature is gonna go out in space, like Adventure Time, and they travel the whole world, colonize gems, and meet new people. Learning as it goes. And that's gonna come out in the next video. Hopefully, Steven Universe feature doesn't post then because it's gonna take a while for me to make that next video. Right now, see you in the next bit. Bye. Stupid. My water was supposed to be cool. Bonus clip. Forgot to show these other parts, and the last one kind of felt a bit extended, but you gotta see the widening part because that's a little important. And I'm not sure if you saw the red tapes thing, but I just wanted to show that part. Also, there's gonna be a new theory about Steven Universe future taking it into space, and Steven Universe, the universe. It's a good pun. Yeah. All right. Now the video is already over, and please subscribe, like, and follow my Insta.